I'm looking at your mock draft, and I see in your mock draft you have Mitchell Trubisky going 17th overall to the Washington Redskins. What? Just what? What? Really?
Okay, so we got Kirk Cousins playing on the second year of a franchise tag. It goes up tremendously the next year. Mm-hmm. If the Washington Redskins have serious concerns about being able to retain Kirk Cousins, why not draft the insurance policy this year? Cousins is there. Cousins can start this year. Mitchell Trubisky can learn the system and be ready to take over in 2018 where Cousins departs and maybe ends up in San Francisco. To me, when you look at it, it is the best transition plan that they could put in place. When you look at how Jay Gruden has worked with young quarterbacks, what he did with Andy Dalton, what he did with even Colt McCoy doing his little stint with the Redskins. He has been a solid developer of quarterbacks. Trubisky certainly could play in that system.
But wouldn't that be just admitting that we're done with Kirk Cousins here, and we've now given him $44 million over 2 years for what? I mean, wouldn't that just be?
They've kind of already admitted that he's not their guy, because if they thought that he was really their guy, they would have signed the deal and kind of made him the franchise quarterback, paid him whatever they had to pay him to make sure that he was entrenched there. The fact that they've had concerns and questions and haven't been able to do a deal to this point leads me to believe that somewhere in their front office, they don't necessarily believe that he is all things that some of us think he can be. So because of that, you have to ensure that the franchise has a quarterback going forward. You can take a chance in this draft and make sure that you find that guy.
Well, I mean, if that happens on 2 weeks from
bananas is draft night, it should be bananas.
It is going to be. Well, I mean, nothing's more bananas than a Bong gas mask being popped on social media.
That was bananas.
Let's put it this way: that was the roof and the ceiling.
That was insane.
Okay, in terms of the draft, right there, you've got the Jets going to Shawn Watson. You think that they are going to go quarterback in that regard?
I mean, like, we don't know what the Jets are thinking, but here's what I'm thinking. Like, if Christian Hackenberg was going to be the franchise quarterback, one, they probably would have put him on the field last year at some point, because most time when we see the succession plan for a young quarterback, about midway through that first year, they get on the field to kind of work through some of those rookie mistakes. They didn't put him on the field at all, which to me is kind of surprising.
Well, what surprising or indicative of something else, Bucky?
I mean, I won't say it's indicative of something, but you could kind of connect the dots and say maybe he hadn't performed well enough on the practice field or during preseason to earn the right to go on the field. However, you took him in the second round, and we were thinking that you were taking him because he could be the next apparent one. He's the heir apparent to Fitzpatrick. You didn't do that. So now at 6, you're looking for a quarterback. Broadway, the bright lights, the big stage, the best big game quarterback in this draft has been Deshaun Watson.
There's no question about it.
He's proven it. He has the extensive track record, 32-3, national titles. We've seen how he's performed in all of those playoff games. So if I'm the Jets and I'm going to take a guy that can handle all of the stuff that goes along with being the quarterback of the Jets, I think he's the best prepared to do it.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.